We are back in Astroneer, episode 3, and we are continuing to try to automate research today. Um, I'm going to start off by saying thank you. I noticed I had my first subscriber today, and that's just, it's such a huge encouragement. Um, and so I'd like to thank Last Great Noob, I believe, was the username I saw. I also had a very supportive comment from what I saw in there. I'm still trying to figure out where all the things are stored. Probably should have been more prepared for this, honestly. Kind of unprofessional. Not gonna lie. But at the same time, I really do want to mention it. Yeah. Creanful? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Um, yeah, again, just a really big encouragement to see that. That better not have been a furnace. Oh, it's not. It's not sure what I'm gonna do with that, but I'll take it. I think we're gonna need more. Well, it'd be nice to have more compound. Oh, we're gonna need more tappers. So I'm gonna need more aluminum. We're also gonna need more trees, so let me start slapping down some tappers. And I just had the thought, I wonder if I can put multiple tappers on a single tree. That would be kind of wild. I also noticed in the last video, I don't know, I thought 15 minutes was kind of short. I thought 45 minutes was kind of long. And the comments did mention that a longer video is better. So I might try to push it out to 25 or 30 minutes, depending on how, I don't know, depending on how things go. I might be able to accomplish more in that time as well, because I don't know, I felt like, there we go. Oh, for those who don't know, it's these green flower things that identifies, that's what I'm looking for, and that's what identifies. The trees that I need. Okay, I don't have any more space. Could also use more research. And I don't know what these things do. Sturdy round squash. Oh, it's a sample. Oh, it's... Wait. A sample from a sturdy squash can be researched or used as an ingredient in producing biofuel. I don't... What? I don't remember seeing biofuel on here, so that's where it's like... I think I saw some of this stuff in one of their last updates. Something about exo farming. But I didn't really look into it at all. And I didn't know biofuel was something, because biofuel might be a better, if I can stick that in a generator, that might be a better option than carbon or organic, depending on what I can use it in. Riveting gameplay, I know. I'm so excited for this glitch walker. Yeah, here we are. Oh, I remember seeing these in my last gameplay. So... Huh. Okay, I just realized I should have put that in a generator instead of... Okay, so... Okay, so I can put this... Alright, let's get this cooking while we're at it. I don't know what we're gonna need clay for, but I know... When we do need it, we will need it. Wise words to live by. No, come back. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Too many things. Okay, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Can I... Oh, I totally can. Hot diggity dog. Alright, we'll plant that kind of arbitrarily right there. I'm realizing we're not getting this tree right here, and I probably should work on that. That said... Alright, that'll be the next group. I don't need that. I don't really know what a good way to handle these are. So I'm kind of just making it up as I go along. Okay, so I can't burn them. Alright, well I guess that answers that. Disappointing. Okay. Okay, this is not what I wanted. I have done messed up. Last time I had it... Oh, you know what? It's probably because I... Alright, so last time I had like a medium silo here, and it would just automatically like kind of dump it over here. It's not doing it that. It's not doing that this time. That's probably because this doesn't really have an output. over to here, where the medium silos literally have an output. I will hopefully be able to show you that at a different point in time. Okay. That's gonna annoy me. Something about the arrows, man. Okay. Then I have an arm. Oh, baby. Here we go. I need tappers. Okay, so now I need more aluminum. I said that weird. Aluminum. So I found out some interesting stuff here recently. I am a part of well, I'm getting to be a part of a club. And I found out about this cool project called Piehole. And so for those who don't know, when you go to a website, let's say google.com, that's not how the computer sees it. A good example of this is like, let's say you wanted to go to your grandma's house, and your grandma's address is 0000 generic lane. You wouldn't sit there and tell your brother, hey, I'm gonna go to 0000 generic lane. You'd tell him I'm going to grandma's house. Well, the internet's really similar. You don't sit there and say I'm going to, what is Google's IP address? 8.8.8.8, I think. Yeah, you don't say I'm going to 8.8.8.8. You say I'm going to Google. And the way that this happens is there's basically there's like a middleman server called a DNS, and he basically just points, like when you want to go somewhere, everything that you, this is not, oh right, I'm still waiting on aluminum. When you want to go somewhere, all of that, all the traffic, all the requests is redirected in to a DNS server, and the DNS server takes your request for google.com and sends it to the corresponding IP address, which is Nito Burrito. Oh, I'm not used to I'm not used to machines working by default. Is this one on? Oh yeah, it's on. Okay, they're all on, I think. Yeah, that one's on. That one's on. That one's okay, yeah, they're all on. So where Piehole comes in is it has a list. Hold on, let me figure out what I need to do next. I need more compound. It has a list of a bunch of different websites that it holds. Let's say, for example, one has a horrible Facebook addiction. You can add Facebook to the list. And then every time you type in, Facebook, instead of it redirecting it to Facebook's IP address, it redirects it to the computer equivalent of a brick wall. So the real life example would be, you have a horrible addiction going to your grandma's house. Not sure that's the best example, but we're going to stick with it. And you don't want to go there anymore. Every time you ask your brother to take you to grandma's house, he drives you into a brick wall. So you can't get to grandma's house. The metaphor starts to break down, but I hope that gets the general idea. So, cool idea. Kind of want one. I have an old Raspberry Pi 3, which I'm not sure if that has the required power necessary to run Raspberry Pi, or Pi-hole. But I hope it does. The bigger issue is I have Xfinity. And Xfinity has issues. They don't allow me to port forward. They don't allow me to change my DNS. Basically, there's a variety of different DNS servers. So maybe you might have heard of Cloudflare. I think that's a DNS server. If you roam around Graphene OS at all, I think Graphene OS has a Cloudflare, or not a Cloudflare, but a DNS server. Ooh. Research points. Give it to me. Anyways, yeah, so Xfinity won't allow you to change that, or at least mine won't. I've heard some people they can if they use the mobile app. I do not have access to the mobile app for various reasons, and what's more is I'm pretty sure even on the mobile app it still doesn't work for us. Don't know why, haven't a clue. I haven't a clue. That being said, I also found an old switch. An old switch. So I think, if I can't do it through the switch, I think I can do it through, if I attach a separate router to the switch, I might be able to do it. Or maybe I gotta attach a second router to the first router and then attach the switch to the router. Not sure. Gotta look into it more. But potentially I could fix, in a janky sort of fashion, some of the issues that I've had with Xfinity. Not sure. I'd kind of like to post a video about it, but I don't know anything about camera work as well, and right now I'm still trying to figure out how to even post my first Linux video. I think I might just do kind of a classic, simple Arch Linux install, at least to get things started. You kind of got to start somewhere. Sphelerite, you say? Sphelerite is zinc. It's a cool project. The only thing that I've noticed is, people who are into some of these projects are really into Linux, and I love Linux. Like, I don't want anybody to get that wrong, but I've noticed it's kind of janky. And I'm a little nervous that using some of this stuff in a kind of corporate workplace environment is going to have some pretty bad effects. Okay, that's 3. I still have a little bit of oxygen. Okay, no, I gotta turn around. Oh dear. I just start off every episode with, how fast can I get myself killed? Please make it just a little further. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, you... I got a little bit of oxygen. I got a little bit of oxygen, man. Got a little bit of oxygen. What can I say? A little bit of oxygen. And then I die. Famous last words. What in the world? Yeah, I think I'm gonna post maybe my first Arch Linux video right after this one. My hope is that okay, let me go down a little deeper. There we go. My hope is that I can eventually get... So I know of 2 projects. I know Linux from scratch, and I know Viper OS, I think is what it's called. But it sounds like it's a project that can create your own custom ISOs. Now, I think it'd be super cool if I could kind of create a system that I can install on basically any computer at a given time, and it is my own... It's like my own desktop straight out of the box. I don't know to what extent I could do that. Yeah, I don't know to what extent. This is where things get really, really cool for me though, because I'm sitting here like, this potentially... Let's get some more power generation going. This potentially could make it where... Stop that. Where anytime I need to install a new system, and I seem to do it. I seem to need to do it quite regularly. Instead of having to, you know, install Arch Linux or Manjaro, or any of that stuff from scratch, instead of having to download a bunch of crap from GitHub, I can just install the new system, and I'm, you know, 95% of the way there. My only issue with, well, assuming I could get it done though, I do have some reservations about that. I wonder, in that, that may open me up to like massive bugs or security problems. I don't know. I mean, in theory, I'm still using like the kernel, and if I understand the project appropriately, it seems like... I'm not sure I actually need this. Why do I keep doing it? If I understand the projects correctly, like it seems like I can still install like Arch Linux on top of them, or Debian or Red Hat. Can I install Red Hat? Make my own version of Fedora? I don't know. Where are we at? This is 25 minutes. This feels like, on one hand, a good place, but on the other hand, I think what I might do is end this episode here, go hunting around for a bunch of resin and get a couple of medium storage units full of resin, and come back next time with more materials. That way we can get to work on whatever the next project is. I'm not sure what the next project is, but maybe expanding research. I probably like 2 or 3 more of these. We're already at 2,000, which is kind of crazy. I'm not sure. We'll have to I'll figure that out by the time I release the next episode, but I think that's where I'll end it here. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next one.